Alright, back to the PCT here in the Compass. What we're going to do today is the Aravaipa virtual race. We're doing the 50K distance, so 31 miles. And, raise a little money for a COVID type of charity, and then help support Aravaipa running in a small way, but everybody does a little bit, goes a long way, so we'll see how it goes. So just getting to mile 1. Just caught a little glimpse of the sunrise there. It's gonna be a nice day out. Small chance of some showers, but high around 60. We should be done before it even gets that hot, so. Yeah, really nice day to be out here. Pacific Crest Trail never disappoints. So I'm just coming up just past 2.25 miles. First 3 miles of this climber, or this run, is pretty much all climbing. See the Compass freeways just over there, and just at the bottom of those clouds. There's the sunrise from the Pacific Crest Trail. I love it out here. So we're just working our way up Cleghorn. You can see top of Cleghorn is in the clouds. So it's, like I said, it's pretty cold out, and it'll probably get really kind of misty up there, I bet. There's a view of the high desert looking toward Barstow. You see the clouds moving over the mountains. Good morning, sun. So we're about 5 3/4 in so far the run. Quite a bit of climbing. I think I got about 2 miles left to get to the top of Cleghorn. So we'll check in when we get up there. So we're just getting to the top of Cleghorn. So you can see we are up in the clouds. It is cold and windy up here. It's probably in the low 40s, which is isn't too bad, but wearing shorts and a t-shirt is pretty solid. So far so good though. Coming up on 8 miles. A little over an hour and a half in, so long way to go. But so we're just coming off of Cleghorn, coming out of the clouds. You see clouds are moving. You see Silverwood Lake right out there in the distance. Should get a pretty stellar view around the corner here. Just coming up on 10 miles in just about 2 hours. So moving about 5 miles per hour right now. Don't really have a goal time. Just to have 31.5 miles of fun. Just gonna keep building. Since I can't race right now. Looking out toward Barstow. Kind of see Silverwood out there. Hopefully you can see it with the GoPro. It's pretty sweet. Beautiful. So on these runs, you always come across some fun things. It's like, who dug this? Why is it up on top of a mountain? It's like probably a 6-7 foot deep hole, like a perfect circle. Last time I came through it was full of water, so it's starting to get to the bottom now. But yeah, it's just crazy. The stuff you come upon up here in the mountains makes it a lot of fun. Makes it feel more like an adventure. So you can see Silverwood out there in the distance. You can see the Pacific Crest Trails right below us. Working our way down the road here. Should be getting the connector to the Pacific Crest Trail pretty quick. If you're doing the Cleghorn loop, you're gonna go left at the Pacific Crest Trail sign. But for me, I'm heading toward Silverwood Lake. Do about a 5.5 mile out and back to get the 50K distance on this route. So sitting right at about 11.5 miles. When we get to this split that's coming right up. Feeling good so far. Got my Coros Vertex watch has got that reminder for nutrition, which has been helpful. So every 45 minutes it gives me a little jingle. It says nutrition on the screen just to remind me to eat. So that's a pretty cool new feature. I talked a little bit about it in the last video where I ran the Cleghorn loop. So you can see the, oh, right there, nutrition alert. Perfect timing. So we're just coming up to the PCT split. So if you're running the Cleghorn loop, you can see that sign right there. You'll turn left there. But I'm going towards Silverwood right here. My favorite stuff here. Pacific Crest Trail. Beautiful. We're at the 11.5 mile mark. So I'll be turning around at mile 17. And then a little over the half marathon back to the finish. Look at this. Oh, what a view. Around every corner. So I just came from way up on that mountain. Still heading on the out and back. Got to Silverwood Lake. Boat launch and everything's just dead out here. Just right at 16 miles and right at 3 hours right now. Silverwood Lake, man, it's calm as can be. Normally on a Saturday this thing would be packed with boats and fishermen and whatever. Hopefully we'll get back to normal soon. I'm just coming up to my turnaround point here. 17 miles. This is a pretty sweet place to turn around. See the north side of the lake. You can see across that concrete canal, and that's where I usually park to run this route. So now we're just running out here. Coming back around, so I got, like I said, 17 miles in, just over like 314. And I got like 14 and a half miles back to the Cleghorn Pass on the Pacific Crest Trail. So you can see that group right there is running all the way, or not running, but doing the through hike all the way to Canada. I just watched a movie on it. It's like 27, I forget how many thousands of miles it is, but I know it's like 500,000 feet of vertical gain. Crazy. From Mexico all the way to the Canadian border on the Pacific Crest Trail. I got 4 of them there. Pretty sweet. Pretty amazing. views are pretty good too. Virtual race. I've seen kind of the back and forth. I decided to do it just I saw a podcast with, I listened to a podcast with Jamil from Aravaipa Racing, and he was just talking about how they've lost, all their races, and because of COVID-19, so everything has pretty much come to a halt. So for all the race directors that are struggling through this, just not making any money, having to refund and postpone and all that, I just thought it would be cool to jump in this Aravaipa virtual race just to help out. And it's, depending on which virtual race you jump in, they're like 25 to 50 bucks. And I've seen some people complain about the cost of buying a shirt in the middle or whatever, but it's about helping people out and helping races survive, businesses survive. This COVID-19 pandemic that we're all in the middle of. I'm a business owner, and every day it's a battle. We're considered an essential business, so we're still open, but it's been a struggle. It's way slower than normal, and so the race directors, their races just stop. So I just thought it's a great idea to help them out. Many of them are my friends. I don't know Jamil, he's a cool guy, but I know Kira and many other race directors, Erica, and their races and their income has just halted. So if you know any race directors, go ahead and sign up for the virtual race, just boost their income a little bit, give them a little love during a real cruddy time for all of us, if you're able. But that's why I'm doing it. So a lot of people think running 30 plus miles is stupid anyway, but that's a great reason to get out here in the mountains and hike around, see these views, raise a little money for a good company like Aravaipa Racing, help people out, and I get to enjoy a beautiful day out here. I wish my friends were with me, but it's because the times we're running solo right now. So I've seen a few people out here, but about the safest place to be is out here. There's just nobody. So anyway, there you go. That's why I'm doing it. We'll check in a little bit. So as we're getting to the top of this climb, I got about half a mile to go. One interesting thing that's happened today, which I said earlier, but saw a couple of groups of 3 young people doing the thru hike on the PCT from Mexico to Canada. I believe it's like 3,000 miles with like 500,000 feet of climbing. But it's pretty impressive to see so many people out here already doing it. I mean, we're just into April. Normally I know they do it through the summer, but with a lot of people being off, it's taking the time now. I guess to get started early on it, but that's a long way to go. Beautiful trails, but I just saw a movie on the Pacific Crest Trail, a guy that set the fastest known time, and he did it in 66 days, and I think it was kind of averaging 50 miles a day for 66 days. There's a video on YouTube. It's about an hour long, like a movie they made, but it's pretty epic. It's crazy what these people do. But so pretty cool seeing a couple groups out here, and long ways from Canada, but they've already come a long ways from the Mexican border. Amazing. We're coming up on mile 22 and a half. We're just coming up here to the PCT junction. Got some four-wheel drives coming down. That's where we're heading. The Cone Pass, right at 22.6. Still got about 9 miles to go. Cake. So I'm about 28 and a half miles in. There's my 28 and a half mile view right there. Just pressing on. This is when it's like an ultra. 28 and a half miles in. Been feeling good, but you know, everything starts to tighten up a little bit. Overall, feel pretty good. Just got one last climb here, up there, and then about a 3-mile descent down to the Cone Pass. It's been a great day. I'm about 5 hours and 35 minutes in. Beautiful. So I just hit mile 30. Looks like I miscalculated on my mileage, so of course I'm going over a little bit. It's gonna be It's supposed to be 31 and a half. Looks like I'm gonna be over 32 now. What's another 3/4 mile? It's really windy coming into the Cone Pass. I'm sure you can hear it. I almost stepped on a snake about a half mile ago. Just chilling in the sun. No worries. Just do a little jump up on the mountain around him, and we both went on our merry way. So yeah, so we're getting close. Pretty sweet trails to finish up a run on. It's just pretty rad out here. Just coming to the end of the run here. Just coming up on 32 miles. About 6:13. See, normally coming to the finish line, you know, cowbells and cheering. Not today. That was good though. Praise God. 32, just 6:15. That was awesome.